welcome you all in monastic online classes. I'm Ashok sir. I'm a faculty member of English Department of Monastic English Higher Secondary Boarding School. And today I'm going to talk with you people about narration. In narration, today's class is based on change of imperative sentence. It's better to say it's the part 7 for you all. But my concern is to make you understand if there is an imperative sentence mentioned in the reported clause of DS, then how we can change it into the IDS. So let's start the class. So we are talking about narration. In narration, so we will say that it's part 7, but here in this part 7 we are going to talk about the special rule, that is change of imperative sentence. Change of imperative sentence. So today's class is best if you find that there is an imperative sentence mentioned in the reported clause of DS, then how we can change it into the ideas. So let's start this one. And before going to make you understand about the steps for changing the imperative sentence into the ideas, I'm going to make you understand about the ways through which you can become able to recognize an imperative sentence. How you can become able to recognize this imperative sentence. For this, I'm going to make you understand about imperative sentence over here. So let's have our class over the imperative sentence. What is this imperative sentence first? How can we become able to recognize that? And for this, here it goes about the imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. What is this imperative sentence? Talking about imperative sentence, you can understand that the sentence which gives us the sense of order, command, which gives us the sense of order, command, request, advice, and prohibition, it is called an imperative sentence. I think you may have understood from here, but I want to make you understand about this imperative sentence by giving you examples. For example, very first, open the door. You can see it's an imperative sentence. It gives us the sense of order. Second, you can find we can find the army generals there is used with policemen, like follow me. It's a command. Next one is there. Please give me a glass of water. It is request. Next one is there follow the instructions. Follow the instructions or detail on the bottle. That is, you can see this is advice. Next one is their prohibition like don't make a noise here. So this is called prohibition. So these are different sentences, and these all different sentences are giving you the different kinds of senses. Like open the door, it gives us a sense of order. Like follow me, it gives us a sense of command. Like please give me a glass of water, it gives us a sense of request. Follow the instructions written on the hotel, that is advice. Don't make a noise here, prohibitions. But what you find that these all sentences start with B1. This all starts with B1. From here, we can clearly understand that an imperative sentence always starts with B1 and ends with a full stop. So imperative sentence always starts with B1 and ends with a full stop. You can find that imperative sentence, there in the imperative sentence, we can find that the subject of an imperative sentence is you, but it is always here. You can say, upon the door, follow me. These are the sentences, imperative sentences. We often use this kind of sentences, and there is clear that while we are using this kind of sentences, then we are always trying to address someone who is in front of you. We do not address somebody who is staying farther than you. You simply address someone who is in front of you. You say, open the door. You say, please give me a glass of water. You say, do it now. You say, do your homework. We speak these all to the person who is in front of us, not to anyone who is away from us. If we have to say to someone, then at the moment we call them like this. If you have to say to Ram, then we can say Ram, do it now. We separate the proper noun with pronoun. It's also an imperative sentence. This is also an imperative sentence. Because it starts with B1, 2. Why? The proper noun is separated with comma. But at most of the places, what we find that imperative sentence always starts with B1 and they are addressed to the second person. They are addressed to someone who is in front of you. Or we mean to say that you open the door. We mean to say that you follow me. We mean to say that you please give me a glass of water. We mean to say that you follow the instructions written on the hotel. We mean to say that you don't make a noise here. So, an imperative sentence has the subject you, but it is always here. It should not be disclosed. It should not be disclosed, otherwise it becomes an assertive sentence. There is a subject you in an imperative sentence, it is always hidden. We should not disclose it. Once we disclose it, it does not remain an imperative sentence any longer and it becomes an assertive sentence. For example, you can see here, like this is do it. It's an imperative sentence. It's an imperative sentence. But we understand that the subject of an imperative sentence is you. And when we write it like you do it, then it does not remain an imperative sentence any longer. And it becomes an assertive sentence. It becomes an assertive sentence. So be careful regarding this one. Imperative sentence carries the subject you, but it is always hidden. Once we disclose it, we make it open. We cannot claim that this is an imperative sentence because it meets the features of an assertive sentence. As in assertive sentence, we can find that the subject is should start with subject and it should full stop. So it's better to keep the subject you hidden. We should not disclose it. We should not open it. Once we open, it becomes an assertive sentence. So this is all about imperative sentence. As we have got the idea of what is all imperative sentences, now I hope that you become able to understand about, or you become able to recognize the imperative sentence, which will be the recording class of DS, so that we can change them into the ideas clearly. So now we are going inside the ways through which we can become able to change the imperative sentence into the ideas. And now we can find that if there is an imperative sentence mentioned in the reporting class of if there is an imperative sentence mentioned in the reporting clause of DS, we should change it into the IPS by applying the following steps. For this, I want to give an example first. I want to go through the examples so that I can understand clearly. Example goes here. First, DS. He said to me upon the door. Second example is there. DS Sita said to Mohan, please give me your name. Or the DS can be Hari said to us don't make you can see in all the BSs, in the reported class, these are the imperative sentences. Here, upon the door is an imperative sentence. Please give me a book, give me a pen is an imperative sentence. Don't make a noise is an imperative sentence. So these all are the imperative sentences. My concern is that while we are changing the DS into the IDS, at the moment we have to look at the reported clause first. The reported clause has had an imperative sentence. You can see the reported clause has had an imperative sentence. It has got an imperative sentence. So if we find that there is an imperative sentence mentioned in the reported clause of DS, then how we can change them into the IDS. And for this, the very first step goes the reporting verb should be changed according to the reporting verb should be changed according to the sense of the imperative sentence. The reporting verb should be changed according to the sense of the imperative sentence. Like here it is, upon the door is order. So is order, you can change the reporting verb as order. Here it becomes, he ordered me. There is request. So reporting verb should be changed into requested. Then you can say don't recognize, it is prohibition, so you can prohibit it. I want to change one verb into present tense. Says to, so it's present, so you can say here hurry, but the reporting verb is here prohibition, so you can say prohibits. Hurry prohibits us. So these are the way you can change the reporting verb. It's better to go according to the sense of the imperative sentence and change the reporting verb according to that. If you become able to change the reporting verb according to the sense of the imperative sentence, it sounds good and it makes you feel better while you are changing DS into the ideas. So first, recognize the imperative sentence, try to get the sense that it provides to us about. And according to the sense, you can change the reporting verb into the ideas. Sometimes, what we find that sometimes we get confused. Either it is an order, or it is a command, or it is prohibition, whatever it is, we get confused. And if we get confused, at the moment we can use there another reporting verb that is ask or tell or talk. So you can write the point here. In the case of confusion, we can use the reporting verb. We can use the reporting verb either in ask or tell, verb form. And you can even write here, he asked me, he told me, like that. In the form of request, you can get here requested. Even you are allowed here to use like hurry, asked us, present. Hurry asks us, hurry tells us. So according to the sense you can go, but in the case of confusion, you can change the reporting verb either in ask or tell verb. So, it's the way you can change the reporting verb in the case of imperative sentence mentioned in the reporting clause. Yes. Now, number 3 goes to change or simply to join the reporting clause with the reported clause we should use the conjunction to in IDS. So we need to use the conjunction to in IDS. Like here, to, But if it is in positive, you can use here not to. If it is in positive, you can use here not to. So wait, first rule, change the reporting verb according to the sense of the imperative sentence. In the case of confusion, you can use ask or tell verb form. Third number rule tells you that to join the reporting clause with the reported clause. To join this with this, we can use the conjunction to. In imperative sentence, we should use the conjunction to. 4 number rule, we need to omit the expressions like please, kindly, do. The expressions like please, kindly, expressions like please, kindly, and do should be omitted. I think you might get confused regarding this do. So I will give certain examples for this one. About this one, you can find that many students get confused over this do. Like as you have written here, please give me your pen. It can be also written as kindly. It can be also written as kindly give me your pen. Or you can also use your do give me your pen. Yes, friends, don't get confused when you find do used before this give. It is expression which is used for making requests. Even sometimes you can find that do your work. Do your work. When you find that do your work, then it's a right sentence, it's a right statement. This do is used for making requests as an expression. This do is yuan. So we can get the expressions like please, kindly, do. They are used to make an imperative sentence into the form of request form. So don't get confused with do if I have written here. So these are please, kindly, do. If you find that this kind of expressions, then we need to simply understand that it is an imperative sentence expressing request. This do is used to express request. So don't get confused over here. That's why I have written here the expressions like please, kindly, and do. If you find the expressions like please, kindly, and do mentioned in the reported clause of DS, this would be omitted in ITS. We should not use these all expressions there in the ITS. So I'm going to use this. And after that, you have to, after this, bring the B1 or better use here add the V1 after 2. Now get the V1 is open. You have already omitted this place. It becomes keep 2 plus V1 to make. Add the V1 after 2. Add V1 after 2. After 2 and also add the rest parts of the sentence. Also add the rest parts of the sentence. So from the rest parts here, open the door, stop. Open the door. Open the door. And here you find me. It means it takes the general rules. So you can write here all the general rules. All the general rules should be applied. All the general rules means here again: change of person, change of tense, change of verbs, change of punctuation marks, change of these all 4 general rules should be applied. Here you can find this me. Me is the first person. Objective case. We should be changed according to Sita. Sita's objective case. Sita is third person. Singular, male, female gender. C objective case is her. Your according to Mohan. Mohan plural becomes his. Give her his pen. That's the way you can change. Like here, there should be no general rules. Okay, make a noise. Make a noise. So this one, these all are talking about the way you can change an imperative sentence mentioned in the recording clause of DS. While changing them into the IDS, we can go through these all steps. Once again, in the summary form, when you find that there's an imperative sentence mentioned in the recording clause of DS, as we are going to change them into the IDS, the very first one, you have to change the reporting verb according to the sense of the imperative sentence. You have to change the reporting verb according to the sense of the imperative sentence. Go according to the sense of the imperative sentence. In the case of confusion, you can use ask or tell verb from also as the reporting verb. To join the reporting clause with the reporting clause, you need to use to conjunction. After to, bring the V1 and the rest of the other parts of the sentence. We are not allowed to use the expressions like please, kindly, and do in the IDS form. And if we you have to apply all the general rules like change of person, change of tense, change of paragraphs, and change the punctuation marks to change the reporting verb, to change the reporting clause of DS into the IDS. So this is all about changing imperative sentence into the IDS form. You can see. I hope you have also noted them down in your copies if you require them. And again, I want to request you all, please go through your book. You can go through any grammar book that you have, and then find out the questions regarding the imperative sentence and try your best to solve them. If you have any kind of confusions over there, please drop your questions in our comment box so that we can try our best to give the solutions through the comment box. And we hope that this video has become supportive for you all to change the DS into the IDS regarding the imperative sentence mentioned in the recording clause of DS. So, we expect for your questions in our comment box, and this is all for today. Thank you very much.